Note to self. Hey, I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to take this hike with you. I feel like I'm taking the wrong turn. I've been taking this hike pretty much my whole life because I've always lived in this 100-mile radius. And even though I've been taking this walk for, you know, at least like once every other year for the whole 28 years of my life, I get lost at the beginning of it almost every time. And I think I've done it again. It's because it like loops around, because there's all these like picnic areas and things, and that's cool. Yep, I'm looping around. I've got myself lost. I do it every time. But regardless, I'm excited for this week. This hike, like I said, I've taken many times, and it's not like the hardest one, but it's not easy because there are a lot of stairs, and we're going to a waterfall. That'll be fun for me to show you guys. Well, I'm going to find my way real quick, and we'll start talking about hard things and doing hard things, because we all have to do hard things, and we all put off doing the hard things, and that's okay. That's human. But there's a way to make the hard things not so hard, so you don't want to avoid them. I've found the right path now. That little blue marker. Do you hear I'm breathing already too? Hold on. Part of the reason I love this hike, and this part of it specifically, because you can technically skip this part. You can park at a closer like area. But I love this area because it feels, I feel like I'm in Middle Earth. And that's my dream, personally. What even is a hard thing? To me, by my definition, the definition we're using for this video, a hard thing is something that we need to do, and we know that, like deep down, that we procrastinate or avoid. More than likely just because it takes a little more effort than we think we have in us, or you know, it's just a matter of properly investing in yourself. But yeah, so that's a hard thing. It's a thing that we don't like necessarily like want to do, but we need to do. Taking a break. I'm not in the best shape of my life. I don't go out as much in the summer as I should. I hate heat. You guys are getting to watch me get back into shape. You're doing it with me. This is one of my hard things. Just this entire process. I'm taking my own advice. I wouldn't tell you to do any of this if I didn't expect myself to do it. If I hadn't already done it myself. Realized that there's a wide variety of hard things. This is probably going to be a multiple installments type deal. There's some squirrels fighting in the tree over there. We're starting small because that's okay. When you're doing hard things, you don't want to jump to doing the hardest thing you can do. I mean, because then you're just going to be so overwhelmed. If you're anything like me. Anyway, you can start with some of the smaller hard things and get good and comfy and confident with those. You're good. You'll build your confidence, your self-love, and that's important. When hiking, make sure you're paying attention to your trail markers so you know where you are in case of an emergency. Just a little hiking tip.
Why is doing hard things important? Because if we don't, nothing ever changes. And what people don't talk about often is how avoiding that change can make us sick and can corrupt us. No one stays the same forever because that's not in our nature. We were built to grow and evolve, so when we go against nature, it makes us sick, and that sickness manifests first and most heavily in the mind. It's where you see depression and anxiety and a lot of things like that pop up. So you don't actually have the comfort that comes with staying the same, because you won't. Instead, you'll slowly become a sad, bitter version of yourself because you decided you weren't worth the effort. Please don't decide that. You are here for a reason. You are worth every effort. And I don't say any of this to scare or guilt you because I don't believe in those tactics. I believe in honesty and authenticity. So I only say any of this because I know from experience and from watching people I love do the same. My goal is to give you what I've learned and to let you do with it what you will to live the happy life I think we all deserve and we were all meant to have. You just have to decide that you deserve it too.
Here's the stairs, folks. Not excited, but we can do it. Do you see this?
I want to take a second here to give your power back to you. This is your reality, your life, and you really can change it any way you decide to. It's probably not going to happen like instantly overnight. That's not how nature works. But that doesn't mean it can't or it isn't happening. If you decide it's happening and you mean it, it will happen. You make your reality every time you make a decision to do or not to do something. Use your power and make it worth it.
There we go. Ooh. That looks a bit dangerous. That looks. Okay. I will say, I saw a jogger a minute ago. So, he can make it, I can make it. We're going over here. Oh.
For some reason, the hardest hard thing we have to do is believe in ourselves. That is a conscious choice that we can all make. And it's hard because most of the time no one really teaches us how. But it starts like this. It starts by making the decision to try.
Now the hard part has truly started because I am walking up the stairs. I had a really good time down there though. I feel re-energized. No, I'm not gonna feel that way in a few minutes. I'm already feeling tired. But the thing about hard things is that they're not always pleasant while you're doing them. You can make them more fun. Like I said, I feel like I'm in Middle Earth. So when I'm not recording, that's what I'm doing. I'm pretending I'm on a journey through Middle Earth to take someone an important jewelry item. I'll make it more fun for myself. Life's not gonna make it fun for you. You gotta do that. That's your power, that's your gift. Some other things you can romanticize are like, if you don't want to take a shower, then it's not a shower. Go buy some eucalyptus, hang it in the shower, and take like a cool shower. And if you don't want to do cool, do lukewarm or warm. And you can pretend you're under a magical waterfall, having all of your bad vibes washed away. Steps are out of the way. Do you see how red I am? How I can't breathe. It's okay to not be good at something the first time you've done it, or the millionth time you've done it. If you have a hard time journaling, if it feels like a chore so you can't get yourself to do it, turn it into something fun. If you're like me and you like the medieval fantasy stuff, pretend that that you're writing a letter to your lover or your sister who lives so far away. But pretend it's a letter, pretend it's a State of the Union. So like hot, not, good, bad, in, out type thing, because that's fun if you don't have the energy for a whole journal entry. You can also just doodle and write little quotes that you've heard that week that you like. It doesn't have to be a whole thing. As long as you're trying to give yourself a chance and time to process your feelings, that's what matters. If you are like me and you hate doing dishes, I saw this thing on TikTok that I've been doing and this woman said that she would wait till nighttime and she would turn on like some of the medieval like fantasy or classical lo-fi type deal, and she'd pretend she was closing down like a fantasy tavern. I love playing pretend like that. That's not your deal, just make it a treat and be like, okay, well, if I do dishes, I can watch my favorite TV show. I can finish a whole episode of it while I'm doing dishes. Period. Then it's a little more fun, even if you're not pretending and romanticizing. You're still giving yourself a reward for doing something you don't want to do, but you need to do, and it will make you feel better once it's done. Setting a good sleep routine is a hard thing. Drinking enough water. Not eating healthy. Like, these are all things that you can, they're hard things to fix, they're hard things to change, but like, you can do them. If you pick just one of those things, make it your focus for a week. Like, just work on being better at that for a week. And once it feels more comfy, once you feel like you're mastering it, you can add another one, or you can add more to that one.
It's important to remember you won't get it right every day, all the time. That's part of learning. Don't beat yourself up or let yourself be thrown off track. Just be bummed about it and then try again. Make sure you use your imagination. Make it less hard. Life can be fun. Like, it's okay to be scared, but you can't let that stop you from living the life you want to live. And it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks of you or the methods that you use to make your life more fun, because this is your reality. They're wasting their reality by judging yours anyway. Acknowledge that and keep doing you, babe.
Hey guys, well, we are at the end of this hike and the end of this video. Thank you for coming with me. Don't forget to like if I helped at all, if I inspired anything, and comment something. Comment a hard thing that you've gotten good at. How have you romanticized it? Comment a hard thing that you haven't got figured out yet. I have ideas. I love you all so much. There's Meredith to prove I'm at the end. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Until next time, Beans.